Good evening and good morning again to those watching from Hamilton. Today was day 3 of COP26 and day 2 of the World Leaders Summit. And although it was the World Leaders Summit, I wanted to focus a little bit more on some of the side sessions that were happening in the Green Zone today. For those that aren't aware, the COP26 is divided into 2 zones. The Blue Zone, which is for world leaders, delegates, official participants, and observers like CHEC, and the Green Zone is for members of the public. And the Green Zone is there is a way for the public to get involved at COP26 and still feel a part of it and have their voices heard, which is really great. So 2 of the sessions that I wanted to highlight were very different sessions, but both very interesting on different topics. So the first one was called Reporting from the Front Lines, Stories of Climate Change. And this brought together senior correspondents and heads of news agencies around the UK to speak about what it's like to report on climate change and how that has evolved over the last several years and changed, and how there's obviously more of it and it's being taken more seriously. So that was really interesting. If you're interested in journalism or the evolution of reporting on climate change, that's something to watch. And the second very interesting session I thought was a discussion between the Indigenous Peoples in Canada after the screening of a film, a short documentary, and that was called Anthropocene, the Human Epoch, which showed humanity's massive re-engineering of the planet and how that has taken place and sort of what's going on there. I'm not sure if that's available online because it was a licensed documentary. However, the discussion afterward was really interesting, and it just gave the views of Indigenous people and gave them a voice on climate change, how it's affecting them, and how we can move forward. So it's very much a message of hope, that there still is time, not very much, but there's still time to fix the planet. That is all from me. You'll hear from my colleague next, who attended a couple of sessions today. He's going to tell you about, and we also interviewed a student from the University of Girona for her take on COP26. So thank you again for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Just attended a very good and very useful COP26 plenary chaired by the President, Sharma, on the Indigenous Peoples and the issues relating to climate change, which was very well attended. There was a wonderful array of people from various parts of the world representing Indigenous peoples themselves, together with other key colleagues. Sharma, I thought, chaired the meeting very well indeed, and myself and some colleagues from the Commonwealth Human Ecology Council were present. I was very lucky that I have been to meet Indigenous peoples in New Zealand and in Australia, and also in Guatemala and Honduras, and we're next off to meet some Indigenous peoples in June of next year in Canada. But today was very much about climate change and biodiversity and the relationship between the two, and the recent decision by the United Nations to allocate 1.7 billion to Indigenous people. The key question, of course, is how will that money be spent and how we will enable it to reach Indigenous people to make their decisions about how that money is utilised. Climate change and biodiversity are 2 huge issues for Indigenous people, and it was really important that they had a voice, and also that they were very proud and very erudite in their presentations. So today was an excellent day on day 2 of COP26.
Hi, this is Anna Fatma Pasha, and I'm coming from Pakistan to represent European Masters on Sustainable Tourism Management at the University of Girona. My impression this time from COP26 is different from COP25 in the sense that this time, even after the COVID crisis and everything, I think the world is waking up more, they're more aware, people are really aggressive and angry, and they really want to do something for the climate crisis. So with that hope and a lot of anticipation in my heart, I really wish that we can all come together, the developing and the developed world can come together, because this is a problem which comes without any borders and any nationality, any race, any color, and we all must act together to curb this problem.